Yeah, okay. So anyway, this is this is my project I've decided on where this fleet carrier Beta 2 is concerned. Uh, I've sprung for one of these fleet carriers, and I've decided I'm going to try to fuel it up and take it out to a star system about 4,000 light years out, which supposedly has a triple ice diamond hotspot on it, uh, just to see if it's really there. Uh, as far as these fleet carriers are concerned, I haven't really decided whether I really want one. One thing I've noticed about them is that they are god awful expensive. Uh, and if I do get one, it'll basically be, yeah, and it's kind of like a full-time job just to manage them. I mean, I could see myself doing that, but I just don't know if I want to take it on. I mean, I could do it if that was all I did. I could see doing it. But anyway, as for my project here, this is gonna take a little while. What basically I've just started fueling it up. I did a little mining earlier. uh, well, I jumped about 100 light years out just to try it out, and did a little mining out there, and then jump back here because I'm not going to try to mine the amount of stuff it's going to take me to get out 4,000 light years. That's not going to work. Yeah, a lot of things are kind of screwy with this shit. For example, I know from reports that I can store the stuff I need, but I'm going to have to use the commodity market to do it. So I've set the price of tritium to the lowest thing it'll let me do, which is stupid, but it's a workaround. This will allow me to store enough tritium to actually get where I'm going, because the fuel tank itself only carries 1,000 tons, and as near as I can tell, it's going to take me, oh, I'm thinking about 2,000 tons to get out there. That's based on this obsidian ant video I watched the other day, in which it was reported that some fool flew his fleet carrier out to the center of the galaxy, which reportedly is a distance of about 25,900 light years, and in the course of that, they used 13,000 tons of tritium, which they stored on board beforehand, and that looks to me like it's roughly half a ton per light year. So since the star system I'm trying to go to is like 4,000, 5,000, well, a little, yeah, close to 5,000 light years, I'm thinking I need at least 2,500 tons. And I currently have what, 1,000, about 1,200. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to be making a few more trips in this cutter. Uh, Currently parked at LHS 2026, system NLTT 19808 sells tritium at probably a couple of their stations. Uh, Easy to find tritium. Apparently, it's sold at stations that have a refinery economy, and if you pick a place with a big population, I don't think it's a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna grind away at that for a while, and I'll check back with y'all a little bit later. Okay, so I've completed 4 trips. over to the neighboring system, ferrying tritium over here. It would have been nice to park the carrier in the system with the tritium, but I guess one thing I could go on to a sidetrack about is that a lot of the controls where these fleet carriers are concerned, I don't know if they're designed that way, but they just seem buggy as hell to me. Most of the time when I try to set a course with this thing, I pick a star and it won't let me do it. It doesn't even give me an error message a lot of time. It's just the icon turns red and then nothing happens, you know. Some other times it'll say no slots available, you know. Well, you know, that happens out in the middle of nowhere. It happens back here. It happened at NTT 120, that other system with the tritium I was trying to go to. Could not get a lock on it. Had to lock onto this neighboring system. No idea why. That's annoying, you know. I mean, there's other things about the controls here that bug me. Hopefully this is all just stuff that's going to get fixed before they actually release this junk. But go ahead and sell this last bunch of tritium. I'm not selling it, I'm just storing it in the commodity market on this carrier, because that's the only way I can store it that I know of. Yeah. And I'm doing the same thing with low temperature diamonds. I'm just using the market to store the things. So another thing that bugs me about this thing is that now that I've got, one thing that's I'm kind of worried about is that I haven't been having too much luck yet. See, I've just stored, about 714, 21. But 2,800 tons of tritium into the commodity market there. The idea being that when I come to need it, I'm going to be able to get it back out. I'm going to sell it back to myself at the same low price I just bought from myself at. But in order to do that, I have to configure the market here to sell the stuff to me. And that's what it doesn't seem to want to do. Not clear to me what the deal is with that. This is another thing that other people have commented on, is that instead of being able to type in the price, you have to hit this stupid button, even if the price you're trying to get to is millions of credits away and it can take 10 minutes to get there. It really ought to be possible to just type this number in. That would be nice, yeah. Okay. So hit apply, and supposedly I'm selling this junk now, right? Let me get out here and see if I can actually buy it now. Because before I was sitting, yeah, there we go. Now it does it. Yeah, so the thing, yeah, this has got to be a bug. See, in order to get that to work, I actually have to configure the market so that I can sell the stuff to the market. Then I have to configure the market to tell them that I'm not trading the stuff. Then I can go in and configure the market to tell me that I can buy the stuff there. And now I can buy the stuff there. So there's my 2,000. Seems like it ought to be more than that. 2,400 tons. Yeah, okay. So now when I need it, I can get it out of there and transfer it into the depository. The depot there has 1,000 tons, which is going to give me about 3,400 tons, which by my calculations ought to be more than enough to get me out there. I'm obviously not worried about getting back. This is a beta. I get to play this stupid game for a few hours on the weekends, and by the time I get back to it, this beta's going to be over, I'm pretty sure. I really don't know if I'm going to get one of these or not. I mean, I could see spending a lot of time playing around with this thing, and I could probably even make a going concern of it and not lose money. But as for actually using this as a way to make money, yeah, I don't know about that. It's just it would, for me, it would be a way to travel around a little bit and just do a whole lot of ring system scanning and mining and making it back to the bubble periodically to, when I was completely full up with shit. Again, using the commodity market to store all this crap. It's annoying. Yeah, I'm not totally sold on this concept. The livery thing has nothing in it. This is obviously a beta. Let me get this thing all cleared away. Would I just go to outfitting? Yeah, probably. Well, anyway, I'm all fueled up, and I'm probably ready to make an attempt to get where I'm going. Which would be where? I don't think I need to worry about, I don't think I need to worry about switching to a different ship because 4,000 light years, I'm looking at 8 jumps. I'm looking at about 8 or 9 jumps. 15-minute delay for each. Uh, it's going to be a while. I'm going to try to get this done by tomorrow. But let me go ahead and get the first one started, I guess. Might as well. No, I don't want to launch. Let me think about what I'm doing here. Yeah, and why do the navigation, oh God, I don't like the way this is laid out. To navigate, I have to go up here into management, hit galaxy map, yeah, here we go. And here's where I'd be going, if you're curious. It's the triple ice diamond reported. This is just something I found on Google a while back. I got curious. I said, what other triple mining sites are out there that anyone knows about? And some guy got on a board at some point, probably a year or two ago, and claims that there is a claims that there is a triple site out here at Lagoon Sector BWM B72, B7-2. And wouldn't it be nice if I could just click on that and it would plot a series of jumps for me? But no, that would be too easy, right? Okay, so rather than sit there and try to, I think what I'll do is, I think what I'll do is I've got about five of my ships on here. What I should do is I think I'll bring up the one with the biggest jump range. This is stupid. Yeah, the one I have here with the biggest jump range is going to be this one here, I think, probably. Okay. Named the fleet carrier. I gave it the name Pajar Apollo, which is basically Spanish for dickbird. Well, it's the closest I could get. Google translate Spanish to come to dickbird. I think it probably means bird of the cock, or God knows what it means. Which I think is legitimate. My mother spoke Spanish, so I feel justified in that. I don't speak a word of it. But yeah, I feel justified. I could use Latin, but that would just be pretentious, wouldn't it? Okay, anyway, so what I'm going to do now, no, I'm not going to launch. I'm going to go to the galaxy map in the ship, and I'm going to, I'm just going to use this as a guide. If it'll even let me do this. No, it's not going to let me do that. Okay, great. Plot route unavailable, maximum distance exceeded. Of course. What the fuck, man? This is such a pain. Oh no, let's not do that. Okay, let's try it now. Yeah, there you go. And let's throw jet cone boost assist on there too, just to make it even simpler. It's not like I'm not actually gonna try to fly there. Damn, that would take a fucking year, wouldn't it? It would take a while, definitely. So now I'm just gonna follow the dotted line, if I can. Hopefully I'll see that line when I get into the carrier. I think I will. Let's get into the galaxy map. Yeah, and there's my line. Okay, so just gonna follow the line out there roughly about 500 light years. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Pick a star, any star. What the fuck? Get down to where the line is and guesstimate when you're at right around 500 light years, right? Oh, a little further, I think. No! I really ought to try to set these things up a little bit better than this. What about that? 468. And I should set this to realistic. It is unrealistic, of course it is. No, we're too far out now. Okay. Jesus. Why can't I just tell it to find me a star 500 light years out? Why can't I do that? 460. 487? 487. 496. Close enough. Oh, it's going to let me do it. Lovely. Okay. We're all set. Now all I got to do is sit around and twiddle my thumbs for 15 minutes. And before you know it, I'll be in Pipe Stem Sector IWWB18. And when I get there, the first thing I'm going to do is check and see how much fucking fuel I used, so I know whether I'll know whether I'm completely fucked on my supposed calculations on how much fuel I need to get the hell out there. And I'll catch up with y'all when I get that far. It is such bullshit that they make me sit here and watch all this.
Maintenance task information is acknowledged. All decks are prepared for hyperspace. Attention all ships. Hyperspace travel is imminent. Please maintain a safe distance from the carrier.
I'm sure I can get a different view on this, like that external view, but I'm afraid to switch screens, or I might cancel the jump and have to go through all this again.
Attention all carrier crew. Frameshift drive engaged. Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's nice that your perspective kind of shifts around a little bit during jumping. Makes you a little nauseous.
System scan complete.
Okay, well that was exciting. Okay, so I can do that in about 7 more times. Oh my God. I'll catch up with you all when I make some more progress. Okay, well here I am in lovely, wherever the hell it is I am, about 500 light, this is the first jump out, about 500 light years out from the bubble, pipe stem sector IWWB18. There's nothing here except the star. I made an attempt to scan, there's nothing else out there. And all I want to do at this point is have a look and see how much fuel I used on that jump. So for that jump, it looks like I used not as much as I thought I would. I'm down to 836. I started with 1,000 in the depository there. So that's about 164 tons. That's not bad, actually. I was thinking I would use more than that. Maybe I didn't need to buy all that tritium. Well, we're not pinching pennies here, are we? Let me get my next jump set up. I ought to be able to manage that, right? Isn't there supposed to be like maintenance on this fucker for making these jumps? Or is that something they tack on to my weekly upkeep? Probably. I'm guessing. I haven't spent my due diligence going through all these things. I probably should do that, because God knows something's gonna bite me on this thing. Like I'm gonna get halfway there and it's like, your shit has broke down. Yeah, probably. Yeah, well let me set my next jump up, I think. Hopefully my little guideline is still there. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so... Right, I want to go that way. Okay. So... Oh, this is just going to be stupid, isn't it? Okay. I probably ought to... replot using the ship that I'm in. No? Let me get back into the, let Let me get back into the Phantom there. I just feel like the longer range has got to be helpful in some way. Probably. That. Oh, this is so stupid. There we go. The alleged triple ice diamond. The supposed. Many people have told me. Okay. The hell is this? Oh, okay. Alright then. So now I get into carrier services, carrier management, navigation. Doesn't this seem like navigation ought to be out like on the main dashboard? I don't know, man. They should just give you like a big, like a big driving wheel up there, And, what the? Why? What? Why? What the fuck? Oh. Yeah, he jumps backward to get to the neutron star. Well, that makes all kinds of sense, right? Okay. Let's see here. We can go a little further than that. That's a little too far. Ooh, right at 500. Yeah. But he's right over 500, so that's not gonna work. Okay. $488. 486. That's the 588. Yeah, I need something a little bit back from that. 496. Come on, do it. All right, we're in there. Okay. Let me sit here and twiddle my thumbs a little while longer. I'll get back with you all later. Okay, well, here I am, pretty good way away from nowhere at this point. I've made like, I don't know, maybe 4, maybe 5 jumps. Hard to keep track out here in the deepness of space. You go crazy and forget what the hell you're doing. Yep. Anyway, I've been keeping track of a couple things. Looks like I've made what? Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this I just finished the 5th jump, and from what I can see here, after this last jump, the tritium depot is down to 162 is down to 184 tons. Each of these jumps has been just a little shy of 500 light years. They've used basically 163 tons on each jump. The last jump, for some reason, you only used 162 tons. So yeah, I'm just going, it doesn't give me decimals on that, so I'm just saying 500 light year jumps is going to be 163 tons, which is just over 3 light years a ton, which seems very economical. I'm quite pleased. I got enough fuel in the depot to make one more jump, and then I'm going to have to actually try to transfer stuff out of the commodity market. Which it looks like I've got, let me see here. I got 2,400 tons in there, which ought to be more than enough to get me there, I think. Hopefully. Shit, it'd probably be enough to get me back if I wanted to get back, although I don't think there's any reason why I would. I'm wondering if I should get out here and try to scan a system or something. It might be interesting. I was trying to make the point earlier that on the beta here at least, I'm not sure what the deal is, but you see no planets here. But from what I've seen earlier from playing around in the beta, the fact that I see no planets here doesn't mean anything, because I can get out here and run a scan, and even after I hit the scan gong, I still may not see any planets, but it'll tell me that I've hit a certain number of bodies, and then I have to actually get into the other scan thing where you have to be at at a dead stop in Super Cruise, and you get to aim at all the planets and shit, and then once you've scanned them that way, then they've been showing up. That's in the beta. I don't know if that's a bug, or I don't know if that's a bug, or I don't know if that's a way they're going to change things to, or I don't know, maybe that's the way it worked at the beginning of the game, before anybody had got out here and scanned all this shit. Maybe the reason I get into these things and the planets I see them already is because they're already in universal cartographic some way. I don't know. There's just a lot I don't know. But no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to wait till I get where I'm going before I scan anything, which is probably going to be a while. I've made 5 jumps so far. I'm getting ready to set up the next one. And I'm back in this crate Phantom here. This is completely stupid. I have to get into this crate Phantom and plot a course to where I'm going using it. It's not strictly necessary, but it's how I'm managing to keep these jumps at right around 500 light years each. Anyway, that's my destination. No, that's not it. Triple Ice Diamond reporting. Unconfirmed. Yep. For sure. And after 5 jumps, he is still over 2,000 light years away. So yeah, it's probably another 5 jumps I get. Well, 4, maybe 4. I don't know. Anyway, I have to get back out of that. Now I have to go into carrier services. Get into carrier management, go to navigation. And the course I said a minute ago is just there to kind of give me a guide. Give me an idea of whereabouts I can find a star that's more or less in line with the destination. And hopefully there's one somewhere near that line that's right around 500 light years. Let's see, this one, 498.14. That's probably about as close as I'm gonna get. I could try this one maybe. He's 49. How about this dude? 49.23. I think I'm going with this one. Yeah, so far I haven't had any trouble setting carrier jumps in here. I guess that's only a problem back around near the bubble. I don't know. No idea what. Yeah, it could be because there's just. I have no idea. No idea. I hope it's something that goes away after the beta. But anyway, that's my next jump, which is 499.23 light years. And I'm going to make a note of that. Next jump is 499.33 light years. And the depot has, what did I say? The depot has 184 tons in it. Depot has 184 tons. Yeah, this is my very meticulous, fastidious record keeping here. Just keeping a rough idea of what's going on. After jump, and I'll see how that goes. So yeah, now nothing more to do but sit here and twiddle my thumbs another 15 minutes or so. Yep. Alright, I'm going to catch up with y'all a little bit later. I'll probably do a few more of these jumps. Okay, well, after that last jump, I'm now here in lovely DRUJUKIZA13-4, and the tritium deposit is down to 23 tons. So at this point, it's obviously time to attempt to transfer stuff out of the commodities market. And since I've never done this before, I guess I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to get into my biggest ship. This is so stupid that I have to transfer into ships to do this stuff. Gonna get into the cutter. Not going anywhere, mind you. Just getting into it. Carrier City, Carrier Services, Commodities Market. And we're going to buy 712 tons of tritium for that low base price. The lowest price you can put on this stuff.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So now that stuff's sitting in my hold, and I just got to go to the tritium depot and donate it. You know, is this stupid? And there you go. That's all there is to it, right? Oh my God. Now I just have to get back into that other ship again and use that. To set the guideline for me to navigate with. This is how I navigate. My God. Well, you've seen that already, so let me just cut this one short, and I'll catch up with you guys after a few more of these jumps. Alright, well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm here now, more or less. This isn't the system I was aiming at, but it's next to it. Yeah, I got here, and I believe the system I was going for was, if I can get it to show up there, that one right there. Yeah. This is the one that supposedly has a triple ice diamond spot in it somewhere. You know, it's very easy to get on the internet and make these extravagant claims, but I don't necessarily believe everybody that comes along. I was kind of wondering if there would be another fleet carrier there already with this beta going on. This little deal here doesn't seem to indicate that there is one. If I do select on carrier, show systems with carrier presence, I don't see any carriers around here anywhere. Not anywhere nearby, not showing up here. You switch over to none, and you see all the stars, so that's heartening. That doesn't mean there's nobody there, but could be an indication though. Anyway, couldn't actually get to the system directly with the carrier. I've run into this before. I'm not sure why, but it wouldn't let me do it. Is that a double star or something? What is that? I don't know what that is. Well, it doesn't matter. I've switched over to the Python here, which is the mining ship, in case I get in there and decide to do any mining. I don't know how likely that is. I'm just a sightseer, really. I don't know that there's any reason to come here to mine. I'm not sure why I would go 4,000 light years just to mine when I can do it like 10 light years from my home base. But, you know, I thought it was worth the trip. Anyway, as long as I am here, I might as well load up a few limpets here. Oh, I'm sure that's plenty. And that's all I need. I'm going to take off. Sure hope my joystick is still calibrated. That seems to be alright.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Well, we'll see what the deal is.
You have departed the no-fire zone. Good luck, Commander.
Supposedly the place. "24 bodies detected," which is about what you'd expect for a system with rings in it. They generally tend to come in systems with a lot of planets. Notice that on the radar down there, I'm not seeing any planets. This is something I've noticed in the beta. Again, I don't know what this is about. I don't know if this is a bug in the beta, or if this is something they're planning to change things around to, or maybe this is the way the game was back in the beginning when nobody had done any exploring before. I have no idea, but if I look into the system view here, it just said it detected 24 bodies. There ain't a planet in sight. Where are all the planets? Well, gotta get in here and start scanning. Now, if there's a ring system in here with any triple ice time, that means that there's going to be ice. That means there's going to be gas giants, which means that if I move this little lever over to here, yeah, I should get little arrows. And that does indicate that there are gas giants around here somewhere, so let me look around a little bit. I'm looking for the ecliptic plane there, if I can intersect it somewhere. It looks like it might be it. That appears to be a gas giant. That's an okay looking gas giant. Let's see if there's another one out here. Oh, that looks like a gas giant for sure. Ring's looking a little thin. Let's see if there is a third one. That's probably like just some kind of... Yeah, it's gonna be like a, yeah, Earth-like world. Well, those are probably worth scanning, right? Doesn't look very Earth-like to me. Get back up here. This is really the only kind of stuff I'm worried about right there. That may be it. Yeah, it looks like that's all of them, unless there's some oddball ones out here somewhere. Asteroid belts. What the hell are asteroid belts good for? They probably are good for something, but I have no idea what. And there are other things out here, but they're just going to be little... What is this? Icy body. Yeah. Icy body. I guess as long as I'm here, I might as well scan everything. What's this? Satellites, yes. Icy body. What else do we got in here? Yeah, might as well scan all little moons and stuff out there. I don't know what good it's for, but just in case I miss something, I guess. I'm just putting off the inevitable. I don't want to go look and see what the deal is with this thing. Although this does look like the kind of system you'd likely find stuff like that in. There's just a crap ton of these little fuckers in there. Boy, this is annoying. That's a pretty one. Those are more. use. Asteroid belt. I expect there's more stuff out here. There must be. Oh, wait a minute, I need to back out. There we go.
System scan complete.
Okay, well that's all the major stuff unless you want to scan the... Oh, is there no signal sources? There's always signal sources. Maybe not out here in the boonies though. That's probably everything. Yeah, that's gonna be everything, I think. Well, and now if I look at the system, now you see all the stuff, you know, after you do all that scan. So if there's gonna be any kind of triple spot in here, it's gonna be on one of these two guys, of course. Let me bring up information about them. And there's no real point in this, but yeah, I guess I could look at the density of that ring, yeah, right? I just enjoy looking at that, if I can get it to come up. Where'd it go? There it is. 87, 988, 862. 87 billion 980. No, 87 billion 980 million. Yeah, 87 billion 988 million 862,976. All right. 96,923 and 152,083. I'm guessing that's going to be about, I don't know, a 6 maybe, 2. Oh my God. Yeah. That's pretty bad. You know what? Even if there was a triple overlap there, that would be a pretty miserable place to mine in, I suspect. Look at the other one here. This one's also icy. See what he says. 72, 121, 991, 168, 38, 950, 62, 764. I see that. That's much more dense. But, oh fuck. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to go scan them and see what the deal is. See if there's anything there at all to begin with. I might as well just take them in turn. Yeah, I kind of agonized about what to do for this beta. You know, it's really hard for me to spend the money in this thing, you know, even though I know it's all doubly fake because it's all beta shit and it's going away next week. Whatever I'm gonna do, I gotta do it today pretty much, because I'm not gonna get to play with this for the rest of the week. Well, let's see. I still don't know if I want to get one of these things because you know it's kind of a commitment. If I got one of these, I'd pretty much be doing nothing but attending to the carrier. I mean, if I were more of a group player or somebody that got into group, got this, I really think these things are probably best used by groups. You know, that's not really something I'm into. Oh yeah, that ring is barely visible. I can just barely see it there. No, I can't even see it. Oh God, yeah, there's just nothing there, man. That's horrible. If there's a triple overlap on this ring, then I would say whoever posted that was having a funny little joke. But yeah, it's a triple overlap, but why would you go there? I mean, well, why would you go there even if it was a good place? I mean, seriously. But well, let's scan this shit and see what happens. I'll bet. I'm thinking at this point, my guess is there is one, and it's in this ring. Where it's no good to anything. That would be my estimation.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, absolutely nothing. Outstanding. You want to scan the planet while you're here? Sure.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Missing something. Oh,
Surface scan complete.
Well, that's enough of that. How do I get out of here? Okay, well, no point putting it off. Let's go check this guy out. It's the last hope. And he's a little scrawny, isn't he? Let's see what he got over there. You know, whatever post I got this off of, it probably did specify which planet it's in. I could have saved myself a trip there. But but I don't remember. I made a bookmark of it. Yeah, except I couldn't bookmark the planet because I'd never scanned the system, so I wasn't able to access it. Might be in the notes. I don't know. I can't decide whether I hope there's a triple spot there or not, because if there is, I'm going to feel obligated to go fly down into it and try to mine it. If there isn't, I'm going to feel like I wasted a trip, so I'm kind of doomed either way, really.
Surface scan complete.
Well, I don't know if I see any triples down there, but some stuff overlapping, yeah. Let's see what we got. What's this? Alexandrite, void opal, Alexandrite, bromellite, Alexandrite, bromellite. Oh, there ain't gonna be nothing here. Void opal, void opal, void opal, bromellite, granditerite, bromellite, tritium. What is that? Tritium? Tritium? Is that tritium? Void opal, tritium, tritium, tritium. Well, it ain't no ice time at triple, I'll tell you that. Tritium, void opal, tritium. It looks like a tritium double to me. Which is probably worthwhile in its own right, actually, considering what it's like trying to get. Tritium's actually really easy to mine, is what I found. But there ain't an ice diamond thing in this ring at all, man. See, that fucker lied, man. Well, I'm in the beta universe, so who knows? You know, I don't think there are any tritium hotspots in the. I mean, it's possible that these spots are there. I mean, if those were all ice diamond, that would probably just about be a triple right there. But instead, they're tritiums. I guess I kind of feel obligated to go down in there. And while I'm at it, I guess I can mine void opals. Sure, why not? Oh, God. Not that there's any special reason to do that. Well, whereabouts should I sit down here? I guess... Oh, slow the fuck down, man. Jesus Christ. I guess the thing to do here... Oh... Find a nice brightly colored blend. I don't think I'm going to worry about the void opal so much. Yeah, I'm going to go for this guy right here. Oh shit. A little too fast. I'm gonna get locked into the most remote one, which is gonna be this guy. Or maybe that guy. I think it's this guy. Now, as remote as this is, I would think there'd be every reason to expect that I wouldn't have to deal with pirates, but I'll bet you one shows up here in the next minute or two. Yeah, well. Why? Oh, right. Helps if you plug them in. Yep.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Well, might as well, I guess. Damn, there's no room in here.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm here for the duration. It's going to take me a while to finish this out, so that's the expedition. I'll probably sit here and mine until I get sick of this and then just hang it up until next week. I'll probably go back to power. Okay, well, that's all I got. Have a good evening.